Tedgi know that when she started Ohr Meir and Bracha many, many years ago in order to help victims of terror, that we would see an episode here in Israel that, of course, or a day I should say, and since then many days, that have resulted in a lot of help that's needed for families of victims of terror. And here we are now in November of 2023, and there is more and more and more work to be done by Ohr Meir and Bracha, and there's more and more and more money and support that we have to give in order for Liora to continue her amazing work. So before we speak to her, I'm going to remind all of our listeners, terror-victims.org.il, terror-victims.org.il. Here in Yerushalayim, a pleasure to say shalom to Liora Tedgi.
Shalom, shalom, Mr. Segal, Nachum. Hashem should bless you. I'm so happy to see you.
Thank you very much. So, you told us some of the things that were going on over the last few weeks, specifically all the time that you're spending putting together packages for soldiers that you're sending to the border and past the border in Gaza. You told us about hotels in Yerushalayim that are filled with refugees, and adults and children do not have what they need. So you go ahead and you try to give them what they need. Let's do both of these things. First, tell me about the soldiers and what it is that you're providing for them and what it is that you're giving to them that they so desperately need right now.
I went to Tzelim, near Gaza. We make them a package with towel and socks, shampoo and underclothing and gatkes and coat. We give them a camel bag also, that they can drink. It's going to be easy for them.
Right.
And tzitziot, we not forget the tzitziot. They were so happy. And the commander, the mefaked, he tell me that they not have enough vest karami and helmet.
Ceramic bulletproof vests and I assume combat helmets,
Right.
They call it, right?
Yes. So immediately I jump and I told him, you know what? Now you have 5. So he tell me, he tell me how many you need. I ask him. He say for now 25 immediately. So I told him, okay, you know what? I pay for the 25. For when you gonna buy? He say immediately. And because you need a very strong that he has
material
and it has to be appropriate to the army, so I have to buy for them. And I told him, you know what my idea? That each one of the people they give donation, I give them the number of the soldier and they have a good connection. So he tell me, in the beginning he tell me no problem, but then he changed his mind because the Mefaked Gadol, the general, he tell me that he's not allowed to do that because they are Yechida Mufcheret. Everything secret, the names, the telephone, everything has to be very
all their
secret.
information is confidential.
Right.
Wow.
You're not allowed
So you can't release their names.
Right. But so I told them, to the people they're gonna give donation, Bezrat Hashem after 3 years, they're gonna give him back they're gonna give him the telephone.
Right.
They're gonna call them, they're gonna have it, and Bezrat Hashem after they finish the 3 years, they Bezrat Hashem gonna call them Bezrat Hashem Bri'im V'Shlemim
Yes.
to tell them thank you.
Please God. How many soldiers do you think you've helped? How many soldiers have gotten your packages so far in this war?
100 I help them, but the vest and the helmet I help 25.
And those refugees that are in the hotels, you described to us what it was like for them when they were attacked on Shmini Atzeret, what the children went through, what the adults went through, and now, of course, many of them are in Yerushalayim, in these hotels or schools or dormitories where they can find space. So what do they need? Because you told us that some of them came here without any of the basic equipment that they need to run their family.
Right. They told me, I met the children, we went to a special place, we make them a happy day. We give them, each one of the children dinim sheets. We give them Yalkut with a pencil and
briefcase.
everything there. and we give them also ballooning to make ballooning with the
animal balloons.
Yeah, and they were so happy, and we put music and we dance with them. So they tell me that it was very, very good for them because some of them tell me that they was in the bomb shelter 18 hours.
You told us this on the air, just heartbreaking.
Yes, and they were so happy. So now, because the winter gonna come, so we need a lot of coat and warm clothing for them, and shoes and everything.
And when you go to the hotel, there's hundreds, right? There's hundreds of kids.
Yes, you became like confused. You don't know where you are.
So
there. It's unbelievable.
So when people give to Ohr Meir and Bracha, the needs are endless. I mean, it's endless. There's clothing, there's strollers, there's cribs, there's baby equipment.
Yes.
There's so many other things I'm not even thinking of right now. And that's only the children. God knows what the adults need as well. Because when one runs out of their home in a few hours, how much can you take? Especially when you have children in the car and you have a suitcase or two in the car, not much more room.
Even not suitcase. They
Right,
didn't
bags.
have time. They came with pajamas,
Right.
without shoes, without nothing. I tell to the mother, give me your identification. I have to see. She said, I not have nothing.
Wow. So I'm going to ask the listeners, I always do this when you're on the phone with us when we're in the United States. Here we are in Yerushalayim together. You know that this is one of those trips where I just feel it's important for people 6,000 miles away to remember their brothers and sisters here that are going through this in Israel. The more they go to the website and the more they donate, not only will you keep the operation going every Thursday to give hundreds of families what they need for Shabbos and for Chagim,
Right.
but in addition to that now,
Right.
I don't know if your shoulders are big enough for this, but I hope they are. Yeah, the truth is you probably do have big enough shoulders. But on top of that, hundreds of kids in the hotels,
Right.
hundreds of adults that need things in the hotels, and then whenever you hear of any soldier, I saw this today, as you're sending boxes to Gaza,
Right.
anything the soldiers need just to help them get through this upcoming winter and rainy season, you're going to try to make sure to get them whatever they need.
Amen. Because when I come to sleep, I think about them. When I eat, I think about them. I say I have everything, even that I not have a bomb shelter. But I think about them. I say, Hashem, please help them.
Can we get the lady a bomb shelter, please? Liora, finally, anybody who knows you, and we know each other for a very long time, anybody who knows you're a very spiritual person. I'm sure you understand that there are so many Jewish mothers in this world that cannot sleep knowing that babies and young children are being held by the enemy. What is your perspective on this? Or is there just, except for tefillah, there's not much else we can do at this point?
I tell you, I have a lot of history with this because all my brother was in the army, and I remember my mother. She not sleep. She's sitting next to the window, and she pray and pray and pray. Always she do that, and she put the candles and she cry. And it not was like today that they have a telephone. It not was telephone even. It was letter that they can write and send after a few months. You're gonna get it. It's like you don't know nothing for them. So each one of the mother, I bless her, that Bezrat Hashem, that she not have any pain. And to the children also in the house, I remember how always we feel the pain of my parents, that even we miss the big brother, he not was there for us. So I was many years alone, because all my brother was in the army. So I remember the feeling. It's very empty. But look, we have to be together. We have to pray. We have to do a good thing and good mitzvot, because this is what Hashem wants for us, and special to be together.
I want to remind everybody, and I use every opportunity, there are a lot of great causes out there. We always gravitate in situations like this to those who've proven themselves in the past, and Ohr Meir and Bracha has proven themselves in the past in terms of taking care of hundreds of families. And now, as I alluded to earlier, the responsibilities that Liora and her staff, her family, her volunteers have taken upon themselves is immeasurable. It's just a gigantic effort, and everybody out there who can help, please do so. Terror-victims.org.il, terror-victims.org.il. We're speaking on Rosh Chodesh Kislev. We need a Chanukah, a Nes Chanukah we need.
Amen.
And we need it now.
Amen.
For the hostages to come home.
Amen. It's going to come, Bezrat Hashem. I want to bless you, Nachum, that all what you're doing for Ohr Meir and Bracha many, many years. I want to bless you and tell you thank you.
Amen.
I want to tell thank you to Mr. Wiener, Mr. Taub, and Berger, and Brenda Rosenfeld, Bezrat Hashem, that Hashem should help to all of them. All what they're doing for Ohr Meir and Bracha, Hashem give them back. And Moshe Haas, and Mr. Lefkovich, and Poznansky, and Golda, and Chavi, באמת, they help a lot for the organization, and Itzi Nagar, and באמת, and Mr. Kaplan, and I have a lot of stuff that the people always help. May Hashem should give them also, בעזרת Hashem, bracha, הצלחה. Without them, we cannot continue.
תודה רבה, ליאורה.
Thank you so much. Hashem should bless you and all Am Israel.
Amen.
Bye bye.